everyone, today I want to give you some ideas on what to do with the garden leftovers. We literally don't throw away anything. We use everything that leaves from our garden in several different ways, and I want to show you today some of them because you can use some of them even for food. Yeah, that's right. Some of the scraps from your kitchen, they can be used directly for food. And others we use in some different ways that I'm gonna show you right now. So number one thing is we have a compost where we throw away most of our kitchen scraps. Not all of them, because I'm gonna show you what I do with some of them. We have an open compost at the moment. It's one of our coming projects to create a more closed space for that. We're just working on a few things at a time. And here we have red wigglers. They are deeper in the ground now, under all these piles of compost. We also add here grass clippings, some of them, because we use some of them in a different way. We also have some cardboard, and like I said, a lot of our waste from, I just made a salad, for example, and all this is going for the worms. I'm just gonna dump it here. We water it from time to time, especially lately, because it's very hot and dry, and you want to keep your compost moist. Plus Andre turns it from time to time, so that things can work better. And actually we started this project last year only with just a handful of worms, and we are already using the compost in our garden this year. It's very nice and black underneath. I don't know if I'll be able to reach to show you. It's a little bit dark, but it becomes dark like this. It smells very good once it's decomposed, and it's great for your plants. The second thing I do is I dry some of the leftovers. These, for example, are the leaves of green garlic, fresh garlic, that we are already consuming in this early state. And I also have some parsley stems, which I'm not using in fresh, even though they can be used also fresh. They're quite tender from the garden, but I like to add them here to dry them. Afterwards I'm gonna dry in this way also some vegetables cut in smaller pieces, and the purpose of all this is to create something like this. I'm drying other things here as well. Our teas, herbs, and stuff like this. So this is all that is left over from last year already, because we consumed it all. This is a bunch of vegetables, herbs, and things like this, which have been dried, turned into smaller pieces. You can initially do that actually, before drying, and then you don't have to do anything, or you can just pass them through a chopper, something that will put them in smaller pieces after they're dry enough. And you can use this. It becomes amazing. It's better than any bouillon, any stock that you will buy in the supermarket. You just add a little bit of this in your meals, in the soups, stews. I'm baking something right now, for example, and I just added from this. It gives great flavor. You can make a combination between your favorite veggies, herbs and spices, whatever you prefer. This year I am planning to collect anything my hands can get on, which is still in good condition to be consumed, and I'm gonna make a big batch of this vegetable stock. It's easy to preserve as well. I am using a plastic bottle from milk that we have bought. I find it the best because the cap closes well enough so that no insects can attack it, and it preserves fantastic in this way, and we just love it. Now another thing that you can go creative with, these are radishes that we have been growing. They're from our garden, but this year the weather has been very hot from early and very dry. We literally had rain 2 times the whole spring. It's already middle of May, going towards the end, and only 2 times rain. So we have been relying only on our own watering, and because of this, small radishes, they just start to flower very quickly, and not all of them developed very well. But these harder radishes, I have a few more to collect out there, and I'm gonna combine also with some undeveloped for the same reasons. Another type of radish, and I think it's daikon, and I'm going to pickle them. I want to pickle them with some vinegar, sugar, and I'm gonna see, maybe I'll add some spices. It becomes lovely. You can preserve this in the fridge for the whole year, and it's excellent to add to your meals. It opens the appetite, and it's very healthy for you because this is full of vitamin C and other things. I'm not gonna boil it or anything. It's gonna be raw, so it's gonna be excellent. And the last thing is using your grass clippings, or at the end of the season, the leftover parts of your plants. Don't throw these away. They are excellent. I even like to leave my plants in the ground over the winter because it attracts worms that feed on the roots that are left in the ground, and this additionally helps to work the ground in the winter without you doing anything. And the other part of the grass, we usually cut it, but we do cut it by hand so that it can stay in this state, and we leave it to dry in several places through all over the garden, and then once it's dry enough, we use it to mulch around our plants. Like I said, we have very dry summers, and this is essential to us because it helps our plants. You see how I have done the tomatoes here? I still have a couple of rows there to complete, which I'm gonna do today. It helps them keep the soil cooler in the summer, so the roots of the plants are not struggling that much, because otherwise we have a lot of issues with the heat. The flower starts to die off, and it's very difficult to maintain, especially when there's no rain. These plants here are the peppers. They're just starting to grow. They're becoming bigger. I started these earlier in the winter with you. I don't know if you remember, if you have watched the videos, and they're this size now. They are growing quite well. I'm sorry if you hear the wind, it's quite windy. And that's pretty much it. We literally do not throw away anything. We do use every single bit of all our production, roots, stems, leaves, the fruits, everything. Even if something doesn't develop, it's not the end of the world for us. It's welcome to join our garden in different ways, and we always find good use to it. Just wanted to show you the flowers of the peas at the end. So beautiful. Looking forward to the new produce this year. We love peas. What's your favorite veggie? Leave us a comment. Love you!